Welcome back. It is about 6:15 here on this first Monday of the month, which means it is free legal advice day once again. Attorney Dave Betras hanging out with us, answering your legal questions free of charge, and hanging out on the couches for a change this morning.
That feels good. I used to do it a lot on the couch, but not anymore. That didn't sound right.
That did not sound right. I was like, let's move right along to the questions.
It didn't come out like I meant it.
That's what she said. Okay. This one came from Facebook. It says, if you slide off the road and into someone's yard causing ruts, are you responsible for repairing that damage to their yard?
Yes. So when you are in an automobile and you are driving that automobile, you are responsible for maintaining that automobile no matter what the road conditions are. So if the road conditions are bad, slow down. You know, if the speed limit's 25, maybe you go 10, maybe you go 15. But you are responsible for that. Now, the only time you would be absolved from that, if there is a medical emergency, you're driving down the street, you have a sudden seizure, sudden heart attack, that's something you can't foresee. Mm-hmm. And so you would not be responsible for that situation.
This is a tough one. This is a family dispute. This one came from email. It said their father passed away in July and was cremated. They divided his remains into three for each of the three kids. Asked the funeral home to give them out separately. They instead gave them all to one of the sisters, who now refuses to give the rest to her siblings. What is a person's course of action?
Well, I'd have to see the contract,
Mm-hmm.
but if that's in fact what they contracted for, the funeral home breached their contract, but the sister's also in breached, so she has been unjustly enriched with something from the contract. So they have to sue her specifically for the remains.
I hate reading questions like that with family disputes. It's
I'm
got to
going
be
to tell
so
you something. In all, I've been doing this 40 years.
Yeah.
The ugliest, what I mean by ugliest is so vitriolic, is death cases, family, brothers versus brothers, brothers versus mothers, mothers versus daughters. They're very ugly. This
is a neighbor dispute for our next question. It says, neighbors' dogs keep getting loose and then doing their business in their yard. It happens multiple times a week. Basically, it sounds like they let them out and they just run wherever they go, and they choose to go to the neighbor's yard. They said that people end up coming into our yard to get the dogs. It happens at all hours. Is there anything we can do to prevent them from doing their business in their yard?
Dogs are supposed to be leashed when they're outside. So I'd call the Mahoning County Dog Warden and have the dog warden remind them of the law that dogs are supposed to be leashed when they're out. Man, that's very annoying. Mm-hmm. Back in the day, I had a neighbor that used to do that. Mm-hmm. So it's just something that happens.
All right. Well, leash laws are there for a reason, right?
That's right.
All right. This one is a divorce proceeding. It says, we're selling our house, in the process of getting a divorce. It isn't final yet. Husband is telling the wife to leave. They co-own the home, though. So since they own the home together...
She doesn't have to leave.
Okay. So how does that get resolved before a divorce proceeding plays out?
You have like a roommate.
Okay.
You're going to fight over all what the roommate things. You know, fight over, you ate my milk, mm-hmm. I bought that box of cereal. But neither one has to get out of the house. They both own the home. No one can force the other one out unless there's some type of domestic violence situation.
Really interesting. All right. So, well, he'll be here for another segment. If you want to talk to him, give him a call.
And I'll be back in the green room.
Yep, he'll be back there hanging out, answering your calls if you'd like to call in. You can call in live during our second segment as well. We'll be back with STEM-related holiday toys for your kids when we come back.